How big was this Astros series win?
It was huge. It was huge, especially a 4-game series. I mean, it's hard to sweep a team, whether it's a 3-game series or 4-game series, but you're doing it against a team that has always been problematic for the Mariners. Even when the Astros were losing 100 games plus in a season, they gave the Mariners a hard time. It's a division rival. It's a heated rivalry, a team that we love to hate out here, especially me. So you take 3 of 4 from them. I don't care how you did it. You took 3 of 4, mission accomplished.
Who's been the most pleasant surprise for this Mariners team?
If we're talking about this homestand, I'm going to go with the group. It's the bullpen. The bullpen locked them down this entire series. They didn't give up a run. They got back to being dominant. It had been a rough month of May for guys like Gabe Spire, was really having some trouble this month, Thornton as well. So to see them come up against this team that's still, despite their record, they got a lot of pop in that lineup. There are no breaks between Altuve and Pena and Bregman and Alvarez. You just keep going down the list. And to see them do what they did in the finale today, yeah, they didn't get the win, but Kirby Snead goes out there and goes 3 shutout innings. The bullpen really stepped back up. So the pitching continues to carry this team. And now seeing the bullpen sort of get back to form, I thought was really good to see.
Do you think this Mariners team should consider adding at this point in the season?
They're going to need some help offensively. I mean, even though, not to focus on the negative, you took 3 of 4. That's awesome. It's amazing. That's what you want to do. But it also sort of highlighted sort of their offensive deficiencies, and they can't rely on the pitching to bail them out as often as it has. And you saw today, Gilbert didn't have his best stuff. They got to him. He gave up 4 runs. They only had 2 hits going into the 9th inning. On a day where they faced a rookie who had an ERA just under 7 coming into this game. He was giving up runs in every single start. Today he comes in and shuts them down. So, we can continue to talk about this guy needs to get hot, this guy needs to play to the back of this baseball card, but maybe it's going to be, it's going to take the infusion of some new blood. And I do think they need to add to this offense, especially you're talking about a team that's in first place. If you assume they're going to be in this position around the trade deadline, they're going to be somewhere, a couple games up, a game back, wherever they're at, you got to go for it. You've got to capitalize on this rotation while you've got it young and cheap outside of Luis Castillo. You got 4 starters who are amongst the best in baseball as a collective. And in baseball dollars, they're making nothing. You got to take advantage of them while you got them, because the idea you're going to re-sign all 4 of these guys, probably not realistic, so make it happen now, which means you go for it.
What do you want to see from this Mariners team over the next week of games?
Offense. Help these pitchers out. Give them some slack. They don't, I can't help but think subconsciously they feel like they've got to be perfect, that they can't give up a run or 2 runs or 3 runs, because again, at times it feels insurmountable. Now the offense has been timely. That's what we saw in this series. We saw a game where they had 2 base runners from the 2nd through the 7th inning. 2 base runners, and they ended up winning that game. So they had some timely moments late in these games, but you got to take some pressure off your rotation and your bullpen. So this offense, whatever it takes, whatever the answer is to find some more consistency with these guys, and especially taking advantage of runners in scoring position, as we've talked about before, that's got to be the area of improvement, the biggest area of need, if you will.